How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We need to talk about what's happening in the market here today. Why is it down 1%, 1.5% before the market opens? What's happening in the crypto market? Where's some of the large earnings this week? I'm going to cover all of this. I think this is really what you need to know on a Monday where maybe you're waking up, you're on a little bit late. Hopefully, this helps you put things together, what's happening in the market. Now, I did tell my Patreon members about this just now, so in case you want to get that news a little bit earlier or see what I'm doing in the market, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. Also, if you guys want, there is a link down there to Webull in case you want some free stocks. Sometimes it's nice to have a day where you actually make some money on a day like today. So let's take a look at what's happening. So Dow Jones down, S&P, NASDAQ. What's happening is that there's a new variant for COVID, which is causing the market to go down. It's causing some fear in the market. However, I think that this is overblown a little bit because this is affecting nearly every single stock. If we look here, I have about 90 stocks I follow here. 2 are positive. So only 2 are positive when really this should not be that negative against companies like Facebook, Google. Now, of course, you could always make the argument that, hey, maybe this is going to cause a lot of people to still sell out. So people are trying to get out beforehand, or hey, if this is a problem and a lot of people pass away or something like that, then there won't be as many people that can buy stuff on their platform, or if this affects the jobs market, etc., people won't have as much money for some of these platforms. However, that's why Google and Facebook are great because they make money from ads. So let's take a look at really what's down significantly today. So you have AMC, Virgin Galactic, Nano Dimension, Senseonics, MP. So a lot of retail favorites here. Now MP Materials isn't like a flashy stock like some of these other ones, but you can see the more risky the stock, the more it's down today. We do have some stocks like Walt Disney, they're down a couple percent. We have Google, Facebook down a little bit too. Now, what's interesting again is that Facebook and Google are down when they are still crushing earnings. They did great last year, they did great this year so far on their earnings. Now, let's take a look at what's actually announcing earnings this week, or who is announcing earnings. We have Tractor Supply Co., IBM, PPG, Ally. We also have Netflix tomorrow afternoon. We have a couple other banks that didn't announce last week. Netflix, Chipotle, United, Coca-Cola. So we're starting to get some larger companies in here. Netflix, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Verizon, the NASDAQ, Whirlpool, Texas Instruments. Then we have Southwest, Crocs, Snap, Intel, Twitter, Samuel Adams. So we can see how much people are drinking. And then American Express over on Friday, along with Gentex, company near my hometown. So a lot of bigger companies announcing here, starting really last week with the banks, but now some other companies. We don't have too much tech announcing this week, but we do have IBM, Netflix, Intel, and American Express. I guess you could count American Express kind of as tech and banking. So we do have some larger companies. Next week is really when the largest companies are announcing. I believe Facebook, Google, Tesla, some other companies along that size, Amazon, are announcing next week. So we do have a lot of catalysts here coming, but if last earnings season is any indication, or if it's similar to last earnings, you can have blowout earnings and it doesn't move your stock price. That's what we saw from some of the major tech companies. Last earnings, they had great earnings and they didn't move in price at all. So what is happening in crypto right now? Because we are seeing some pain. We're seeing some pain. We have Bitcoin around 30,700, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano. We have some other cryptos that are obviously down a lot too here. Now, what's happening? Well, there's the fear of the GBTC unlock. So I've talked about this in a previous video, but with it actually being unlocked over the weekend, we don't see the pain until the markets open because it is a stock. So a lot of people are fearful that a lot of people are going to sell their GBTC, and then a lot of Bitcoin will be thrown at the market. Now, whether this is fear, FUD right now, or whether it's actually a reality and people are actually selling or will sell, we don't really know yet, but I think it is obvious that there is some fear about this, but we won't know really how it all goes down for a little bit more time. Now, some of these other cryptos are falling down too. I've talked in my Patreon about when my buy orders are set. I've shown where my buy orders are for a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. So what can we do with all this information, right? This is fantastic to know what's happening, but what is the game plan? Well, for me, I have been buying the dip continuously for the last 4 months. I didn't buy anything yet today. If things keep on falling, I'll keep on nibbling. However, we have seen some stocks that are near May lows, March lows. So it might be a time to nibble. Now, of course, I always believe in having some cash on the sidelines. Right now, I have maybe 20% cash, but I want to use 10% of it in a real estate deal. So I really have maybe 10 to 15% cash ready to buy in the stock market and crypto. So I plan on staggering that out. I plan on adding more to it too to buy more. But we might not see lows like this again. However, we could keep on falling. So that's why I like dollar cost averaging, buying over time, not trying to throw all my money at one time. Now, sometimes I say go all in, like a lot of other people do, that they're going all in one stock. That means just going heavy a lot of the time, right? I don't believe in buying all or using all my cash to buy something, because I like diversifying, and I like diversifying over time and companies. Now, that is where we're sitting at right now. I think we could be in store for more of a bloody day, but sometimes it does get a little bit better, or get a little bit better than a little bit worse. We don't know yet. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. Helps out the channel a ton. Really means a lot to me. So thank you for doing that. Let me know what you guys think about this. What companies are you watching? I know personally, I bought a SPAC that I was really excited about last week, or maybe it was the week before now. And it's a company that might merge with Polestar. And what I said at the time was, it's a great opportunity because it was only up 5% when I bought it. And it has significant upside. It's merging with an EV company, or possibly. So if that gets announced, it's going to go up. If it doesn't get announced, it could come back down. And we're seeing that now. I think it's at $9.93. The thing that's nice about that is, though, while my money's sitting there, if the rest of the market keeps on selling off, then I can move some of that money, if I want to, over from this company, GGPI, over to some other, maybe less I'd say less hit or miss stocks, because if they don't merge, then it's going to be bad for the stock. I think they probably will, but I could do that if I wanted, which is really nice. I did that back in March, I believe it was, with SFTW. Now, they had already announced, but there were some catalysts coming for it when ARK Invest was going to name the companies that they were adding to their space portfolio. So there's a big catalyst coming up. I bought this SPAC that barely had any downside. The rest of the market kept on falling, and then I used that SPAC to buy other stocks. So that might be something that I do in the future too. But we'll have to see. It would be great if the rest of the market kept on falling down. They announce, I sell out, and then I'm able to take a 20-30% profit and move it over to other stocks. But only time can tell what will happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking out the links down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.